Guys, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to be going over some replays of me winning my second grand challenge with this Electro Giant deck. And I really have not been playing the game that much in like the past 3 months because I've been busy with school. So that's why I haven't been uploading either. As you can see, I'm like really low on ladder right now too. So I have not been grinding the game for a pretty long time now. But I'm on Thanksgiving break now, and since the Egiant got a buff, I decided to try out this deck, which seems pretty similar to Golem in a Grand Challenge, and I happened to get a 12 win first try, so this deck is actually really solid, and I would like to share it with you guys. So the Electro Giant got a health buff, and its reflect damage is like way more than it was before, so it was trash before, but now it's so much better than Golem. It's actually insane. And then for the rest of the deck, it's just mainly for defense. Ice Wizard, Baby Dragon, Goblin Cage, Tornado. That's a really good defense. And the Dark Prince can be used on both defense and offense. And the Lightning can help you break through, be used on defense. Barbell just for like ground swarms and stuff. So with this deck, the main strategy is mainly just defend and then going for the counter push with your Electro Giant, and usually you can take their tower or like take at least half of it with the pretty solid push, because it's really hard for them to kill the Electro Giant if they don't have the right counters in cycle. Alright, well, going through the replays, first I want to show you this battle against Pekka. Alright, so starting the game off here, I don't have Egiant in cycle, so since he goes in for the snowball, I just went for the Dark Prince in the back, and he answers with the Pekka. So Pekka is probably not that great of a matchup because it can kill your E-Giant rather quickly, but if you I think you should just defend until triple elixir, and that's when you can start to overwhelm them and possibly get 2 E-Giants down. So right here, I'm defending his Pekka push, and as you can see, the Ice Wizard just shuts down everything, and here the Lightning will just finish off the Ram Rider, Baby Dragon Pekka. The Ram Rider does get a dash on, but it's not that big of a deal. And we are even in elixir right now. He barbells, I just go for a Dark Prince. Right here he goes in for a Ubis. So basically I'm just playing reactively to what he's doing in defensive until like I said, triple elixir, which is when I can make my move. Yeah, right here I accidentally played my Baby Dragon too early, and the Ubis almost kills it because of that. And I also play my Ice Wizard a bit late here, but it's alright because I can get a King Tower activation on the Baby Dragon here. I do take a decent amount of damage from that Bandit and Baby Dragon. That's why I'm not very happy right now. But the Goblin Cage is really good against the Ram Rider. It counters it completely, and the only way they can get rid of it is with the Lightning. Alright, so now since it's double, I just go in for the E-Giant in the back, but this push isn't really going to get that much damage because the Pekka can just kill the E-Giant. But we should be able to get some good lightning value here. Yeah, there. We both lightning at the same time, but I hit his tower, so that's good chip damage. And once again, I just go for the Goblin Cage to stop the Ram Rider. Even with the Pekka there, and the Assessor was helping out, so the Ram Rider had no way of breaking through. Alright, and now he just going for another Pekka push. That's really good lightning value for me. And I go in for Ice Wizard and just tornado off. And look at that, the Ice Wizard just kills absolutely everything. Ice Wizard is so strong on defense. And I go in for Dark Prince at the bridge here, try to apply some pressure, but he gets pulled back by the Barbarian, so nothing really happens. It's still about even elixir. He goes in for another Ram Rider, and I can just Goblin Cage to stop that easily. Alright, now we're 30 seconds until triple elixir. He cannot really break through, and I'm just playing defensive. I go in for another Egiant, but once again, not going to get much damage from this because of his Pekka. And right here, here's good lightning value. I always take this on Pekka, Tower, and Ewiz. And right there, he lightninged as well, so that's why there were so many lightning bolts coming from this guy. But as you can see, my constant lightnings have been chipping away at his tower, and now I'm only behind by 300, whereas before I was like losing by 1000 HP. Alright, so just rinse and repeat on defense. Now it is triple elixir, and as you can see, I've cycled back to my second E-Giant. So right, I'm pause it right here. So as you can see, I already had my first E-Giant on the left, and also the Isis and Baby Dragon were gonna go on and counter push behind it. So he's probably like really worried about defending that side, and because I knew that he just played his Pekka, he wouldn't have his Pekka back in cycle. So I just went in for an E-Giant in the right as well, and now I'm just gonna spam the right because I know he probably can't defend this. Yeah, see, without the Pekka, the E-Giant gets through to the tower. Now it's doing massive damage. And the Ram Rider breaks through, but that doesn't really matter because this is my strong side tower. And there we go, I got 1000 damage, and the Dark Prince charges. So that's basically game now. So yeah, you guys can see that I just outcycled this Pekka in triple elixir and was able to overwhelm him opposite lane. Alright, let me show you guys his profile. He's not a bad player, he's 20 wins and 10 times classics, and that matchup is not the best for us, so that's why I wanted to share that. And let's go through this battle against Graveyard here. Alright, so in this matchup, I'm pretty sure what I did was just play defensive until I had a really nice counter push. I think he was like overcommitting with Graveyards repeatedly. So then I was able to just go in for E-Giant and just take out his tower. Alright, so right here, just cycling stuff in the back. At first I thought it was Expo because I saw the Skeletons and the Archers. But it turns out that it's Graveyard. Right here he lets my Goblin Barrel get 2 shots. It's really nice. And yeah, I'm just reacting to what he's playing right now. Just cycling stuff in the back. He goes in for a Knight in the back. And I just answer with the Dark Prince. Right here, I thought about lightning it, but I wasn't able to react quick enough to hit the Knight. So I just decided to be aggressive and hit the bomb tower. Since I was on the low side tower as well, so now I'm up by 1000 damage. So I thought that would not be that bad. Right here he goes in with the Barb Barrel and the Archers with the Graveyard. And the Baby Dragon is like the most important card when defending against Graveyard because its splash just kills the skeletons off so quickly. But he's still got like 300 or 400 damage there from that graveyard. And as you can see, now that it's double and he has a good cycle, he's just going to continue spamming graveyards. And it's going to be pretty tough for me to try to keep up. Like right here, he has a knight and a mega minion. And I sort of panicked there with that tornado. I didn't want it to lock onto my tower. And yeah, like he can just keep cycling graveyards and then poisoning my counter push. And I can't really go on offense right now. So right here, I block the knight at the bridge with the goblin cage, so the tower can kill the graveyard. And as you can see, the baby dragon in the tower just countered the graveyard completely. And he just poisoned as well. So now I have an advantage, and I decide to go in for an Egiant at the bridge and the bar barrel. Looking back at it now, I probably shouldn't have bar barrel. I probably should have just saved up for lightning, but for my Egiant to have more health. So like I lightning there, but my Egiant was dead anyway, so that push didn't really get anywhere. And he's going in again. Once again, I have my baby dragon, and it's just destroying the graveyard. And he poisons again. Right now we're about even in elixir. And I decided to go in for an Egiant in the back because he's still a few cards away from graveyard. But now he goes in. I block with Cage at the bridge again and the Dark Prince. So this defense is really crucial because I already have an Egiant down. He has to get a lot of damage, and if I defend, I'm looking pretty solid because I have an E-Giant and I just lightning his bomb tower, and yeah, I'm gonna tornado in, I think. Nope, I go for a baby dragon, but yeah, the E-Giant, as you can see, still gets a lot of damage on his tower, and the baby dragon locks on as well. He goes in for a panic graveyard, but it's too late, and the baby dragon just takes out the tower. So yeah, pretty self-explanatory matchup right there, but I think his mistake was going in too aggressive with his graveyards, and he just could not defend my push. And he's a pretty good player as well, with several CRL badges in Grand Challenge. Alright, the next battle I want to go through is I won't go through this one, but this guy was a really good player. This battle was sort of boring. It was just me defending the whole game and then going for E-Giants. He couldn't really get anything going on offense, so I just out-chipped him. But this game against Schwarzen, I want to show. If you guys don't know, Schwarzen is a CRL player for Misfits. So, yeah, lots of badges on his profile. He's playing double bait here, and this is probably my matchup because if you look at his deck, he doesn't really have any single target high damage units that can kill my E-Giant. He only has the bomb tower. So yeah, I go for a Dark Prince there to just kill the Goblin Barrel because I was pretty sure he's going to go for the safe spot from the tornado. And now I just go for a Goblin Cage. It does pull the Skeleton Barrel, which is nice. I sort of misplay my Baby Dragon there because it locks onto the Knight instead of Dark Goblin, but it still ends up killing it. So, not that bad. And now I just go for Barbell on the Princess because I really did not have anything else to counter it. And I knew I had Tornado ready for his Goblin Barrel. Goes in for Dark Goblin in the back. I just answer with a Nice Wizard. And right here, this is crucial. He spams everything because he thinks I guess he doesn't know that I have Splash. So I just go in for my Dark Prince. And that counters basically everything that he has. Luckily, the tower kills the Dark Goblin there, so all I have to do is Barber. But look at the right side. The right side from the Goblin Cage in the Dark Prince, from defending the Knight and Scarmy that he spammed at the bridge. It just, like, it's connecting on this tower right now, because he was focused on going on offense on the left side. So all he can put on it is just a Dark Goblin. And I take out like 2/3 of his tower just from that. And at this point, I know that I can probably just defend now. Because I'm up by that much damage, and I have Goblin Cage, Tornado, and Barbarrel to stop his double bait. What I would like to do is to just play my Goblin Cage every time for a Skeleton Barrel, and then Tornado or Barbarrel his Goblin Barrels. But right here he bypasses my Goblin Cage, but it's fine because I have my Barbarrel ready. And yeah, the rest of the game I'm just going to be defending pretty much, since I'm up by so much damage on the right side. He overcommitted in the beginning. And I got the King Tower activation here, which is really good. Yeah, nice Goblin Cage to stop the Skeleton Barrel and the Knight. And right here, this does get a little bit scary because he has a bunch of spam coming at me, but I just Tornado and Barbarrel, and everything dies without me taking too much damage. I decided to go in for an E-Giant right now since I have an Ice Wizard, but I guess I don't think that was that great of a play because I did not have enough for Lightning to counter his Bomb Tower, so that just sort of went to waste. And right there, he played with Goblins all together there. That was very interesting because my Dark Prince could just one-shot them, and I wasn't back to my Barbarrel just yet. Alright, so this is where it's getting pretty scary because he is sort of outcycling me. And there he gets like 300 damage, but I'm still up a solid amount. I go in for a Dark Prince there, and I tried Tornado to predict his Scar Meat, but it doesn't really work out. I only catch a few skeletons, and he just logs to stop it. Yeah, right here that Skeleton Barrel gets some damage as well. And yeah, now as you can see, the my damage advantage is like closing in now. I'm only up by 400, so I need to play perfect defense. The good thing is that he does not have like a big spell like a rocket, or else I probably would have lost this game because I wasn't really able to break through his defense, and he just kept chipping me out. So right there I went for the E-Giant to apply more pressure and just continue defending everything. Now only 10 seconds left. I'm still down by 300 damage. Right here, this Goblin Barrel is almost takes me out because I did not have Barbarrel, so I only had Dark Prince. And I barely hold on to win by 100 HP. So very close game there against the CRO player, Schwarzen. Alright, so the last game I want to show you guys is this, my 12th win against another E-Giant deck. Alright, so starting off here, I'm currently 11-2, so I have to win this game. Alright, so right here, I just cycle an Ice Wizard in the back. Barbarrel's Dark Prince. And I can see that he has Fisherman, which is not really good because he can just pull my E-Giant to the King Tower. So what I need to try to do is just E-Giant when his Fisherman's out of cycle. He's Flying Machine as well, which is pretty annoying because I don't really have anything that can kill it. So right here, I am pretty scared because I'm down by... Okay, I'm up by 4 elixir, but he has an E-Giant down, and my Goblin Cage is out of cycle as well. So I was very scared for this giant push right here. But fortunately, he does not go for a Dark Prince. Instead, he goes for a Lightning. And I already cycled back to my Goblin Cage, so I don't take any damage except for the Lightning on that push. And our Elixir is about even again. So I think that was a mistake by him not to go in for Dark Prince to apply more pressure. And right here I can just Tornado to activate King Tower on the Royal Ghost. And I'm still down by some Elixir here, but not that big of a deal. Just Dark Prince to answer. And right here, this is a really good zap by him. I'm forced to waste an Ice Wizard because I couldn't react quick enough with the Bar Barrel. And yeah, so I just had to waste an Ice Wizard there, or else his Dark Prince would have connected. He goes in for an Egiant behind his Fisherman. I'm not sure why you played it behind, but anyways, I just answer with an Egiant in the back on my own side. And notice how I played the Goblin Cage all the way to the right, so he can't hit anything else with his Lightning, and also so my towers can hit his E-Giant. And yeah, his Hunter just shuts down my E-Giant because they changed it so the E-Giant doesn't one-shot Hunter anymore. And I'm down by 600 damage. And right here, this is really scary because he has an E-Giant and a Ghost coming down in my lane. And I went for my own E-Giant instead of playing stuff on defense. So I only had a Goblin Cage and he just Lightning that. And so this Dark Prince is getting just destroyed by the E-Giant, and he gets even more damage on my tower. He has a Fisherman and the Ghost on the right side, but I just ignore that because I need to get an Elixir advantage, and my right tower is completely healthy. So once again, he's just going for his E-Giant. I play Ice Wizard in the corner to avoid giving him Lightning value, and play the cage way off to the side to pull the E-Giant as far as I can. And that causes him not to Lightning it as well because it's out of range. So I think that was very important. And does he Lightning now? No, he still does not Lightning. Alright, and once again I just ignore the Flying Machine. And he goes in for another E-Giant. So it's almost triple Elixir now. I know I have to break through eventually or I am going to lose. So yeah, I needed that Tornado there because he Lightninged. Right here he goes in for the Ghost. I just tank it with an E-Giant. Put a Baby Dragon on top of the Flying Machine, and this is where I have to start spamming if I want to win this game. I go in for a Bar Barrel to try to predict this Fisherman. And I mean, I do predict it, but it's just the Barbarian just died so quickly. He Lightnings again, but right here, I feel like that Lightning was sort of an overcommit. I have a lot of troops on the board now. I just Tornado everything in, and now he's really low on Elixir, and I can just keep spamming. And just like that, I just broke through all his defense and take down his tower right there. And yeah, so basically, I think his main mistake was just overcommitting with that one Lightning at the end there, and I was just able to take out his tower. Alright guys, so thank you very much for watching to the end of the video. I know this was a pretty long one because I went over several replays. Let me know in the comments what you would like to see next, possibly in the future. I mean, I might do another video during this week because it's Thanksgiving break for me, but probably not when I go back to school. So, until next time, guys.